The way is not in the sky. The way is in the heart. Buddha. This quote emphasizes the importance of inner wisdom and self-discovery. The path to enlightenment is not something that can be found externally, but rather it is something that can be found within ourselves. By looking within, we can access our inner wisdom and find the answers we are seeking. The key is to quiet the mind and listen to the inner voice that guides us towards our true purpose and destiny. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. Buddha. This quote highlights the fact that happiness is not dependent on external circumstances or material possessions. It is an internal state of mind that can be achieved regardless of one's financial or social status. This is because happiness is a state of mind and can be found in the present moment. It is a choice that we make every day, and we have the power to choose happiness by changing our thoughts and attitudes. The root of suffering is attachment. Buddha. This quote highlights the importance of letting go of attachment in order to find peace and happiness. Attachment is the emotional connection we have to people, things, and even ideas. When we are attached to something, we become emotionally invested in it, and when it is taken away, we experience suffering. The key to reducing suffering is to let go of attachment and to practice non-attachment. This means not becoming emotionally invested in anything, but rather living in the present moment and accepting things as they are. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, not to worry about the future, or not to anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. Buddha. This quote stresses the importance of living in the present moment. The past and the future are both out of our control, and dwelling on them can lead to negative thoughts and emotions. However, the present moment is where we have the power to make positive changes in our lives. By focusing on the present, we can be more mindful and aware of our thoughts and actions, which can lead to a healthier mind and body. You, yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. This quote encourages self-love and self-acceptance. It is important to remember that we are worthy of love and affection, and that we should treat ourselves with kindness and compassion. This means accepting ourselves as we are, and not constantly comparing ourselves to others. By accepting ourselves, we can then extend that acceptance and love to others. The only real failure in life is not to be true to the best one knows. Buddha. This quote highlights the importance of being true to oneself. It is important to follow our hearts and do what we believe is right, even if it is not the easiest or most popular path. By staying true to ourselves, we can find fulfillment and happiness in life. On the other hand, if we go against our own beliefs and values, we will ultimately feel unfulfilled and unhappy. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You're the one who gets burned. Buddha. This quote emphasizes the destructive nature of anger and the harm it can cause not only to others, but also to ourselves. By holding on to anger and allowing it to consume us, we are causing ourselves harm and preventing ourselves from finding peace and happiness. Instead, Buddha encourages us to let go of anger and practice forgiveness and compassion towards others. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. Buddha. This quote emphasizes the importance of being mindful of the people we surround ourselves with. According to Buddha, negative and insincere people can harm our minds and prevent us from finding happiness. Therefore, it is important to be selective about the people we choose to spend time with and to surround ourselves with positive and sincere individuals who will support and uplift us. Happiness will never come to those who fail to appreciate what they already have. Buddha. This quote highlights the importance of gratitude and the role it plays in our happiness. According to Buddha, we will never find true happiness if we are always focused on what we don't have and fail to appreciate what we do have. Therefore, it is important to practice gratitude and take the time to appreciate the good things in our lives, no matter how small they may seem. You can search throughout the entire universe for someone who is more deserving of your love and affection than you are yourself, and that person is not to be found anywhere. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. Buddha. This quote reminds us of the importance of self-love and self-care. According to Buddha, we must first love and care for ourselves before we can truly love and care for others. This means treating ourselves with kindness, compassion and understanding, and not being too hard on ourselves when we make mistakes. It also means taking the time to nourish our bodies and minds, and to practice self-compassion and self-acceptance. The past is already gone, the future is not yet here. There's only one moment for you to live. Buddha. This quote emphasizes the importance of living in the present moment. According to Buddha, we can't change the past and we can't control the future, so we must focus on the present moment. This means being mindful of our thoughts, emotions and actions and using them to improve our lives.